Here are what I consider the best monsters in gaming, or best video game monsters. They kind of mean the same thing. Be sure to let me know what monsters you think should have been on this list. Or don't, it's up to you really. Before you say anything, yes, Wesker counts as a monster. I know he starts off as a human, but I don't know how you see a dude who looks like this and not consider him a monster. But how can you not love Wesker? Resident Evil has a ton of good villains, especially the tall mommy kind. But for me, none of them will ever top Wesker because he's such a hilariously evil villain that it's almost admirable just how evil he is for kinda no reason. Also, the level of hatred he has for Chris and Jill is just really funny. It's really rare for a video game monster to freak me out as much as Lara did the first time I saw her. Lara's design is amazing and it fits the game really well. She might not even be the scariest monster from The Evil Within, but she's still my personal favorite. I also love the mechanic where you can kill her with weapons during her boss fight, but you're better off using the environment since fire is the only thing that does any real damage to her. I know there's some people out there who would pick Safi over Xeno, and I would 100% agree because that is the wrong opinion. But don't get me wrong, I love the Safi Gina, but the Xeno just looks so much cooler. The glowing blue skin really goes well with those weird orange eyes, and it even shoots beams. Like, it's such a cool monster to fight as a final boss. I don't know how anyone could disagree with that. Also, apparently it's an alien, I think. I don't know. I don't really care much about Monster Hunter lore, but I'm just going to pretend it is an alien because that makes it like 10 times cooler. Say what you will about Sonic Unleashed because it is kind of buns depending on what you play it on, but this design is amazing. I think it's that perfect ratio of gross and terrifying that I really like. And if you're playing on the Wii specifically, it's a really fun boss fight to have that I've never actually beaten, unfortunately. I think this is also the first boss fight I've ever fought that had 2 phases, so that kind of blew my mind when I was a kid. I love the concept of necromorphs, and they're even better in execution. I really tried to narrow it down, but there's more good necromorphs than there are bad ones, so it makes it a little hard. And honestly, you could pick any necromorph, and there's a 99% chance I'll think it's the best one. They're a concept that feels like there's an infinite potential for designs, because you could have necromorphs that look like this, or like this, which is still very human-like, but then you jump to stuff like this, and then you have whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I was gonna say that this one's obvious, but it's really not. But regardless, this is probably my favorite boss in any Soulsborne game, and it could honestly be up there with my favorite bosses in general, but I still have a lot of games I need to replay first. There's so much I could say about why this is my number one, from the music, to the setting, to the boss fight itself. They just have this atmosphere that really show off why I love Bloodborne so much. It's also the first and only Souls boss I've ever beaten on my first try. That's why this one will always have a special place in my heart, because it's such a core memory I have of sweating bullets and being nervous the whole time and then nearly jumping out of my chair when I finally beat it. Also, if you didn't catch on, or just didn't care, this is where I got my name from, so that's a cool fun fact to have, I guess. But yeah, that's my list. Let me know what you think.